His power running game to Philadelphia. The Eagles and Blount agreed on a one-year contract on Wednesday. He is, of course, a compliment to the team's smaller, speedier runners. Blount led the NFL with 18 rushing touchdowns last season and helped the New England Patriots win the Super Bowl. He was asked about bringing that Patriots culture to Philly.
I don't think you need to bring the culture of New England here. You know, they have a culture of their own. You know, they've had a lot of great players come through here. You know, B-Doc, you know, the running back coach Deuce. You know, they've had Donovan. They've had a lot of great players come through here. So I don't think you need to bring the culture of anybody, of any team over here because they have their own.
What have you seen from Carson Wentz?
He's a really talented player. Obviously, he's one of the better quarterbacks of his you know, draft class and generation. So I think he has the potential to be a really special player. He has all the tools that is needed and all the grind that is needed, and he has the mindset to maximize his abilities if he just continues to work hard.
Blount adds another piece to an improved offense around Carson Wentz. Here's a look at the potential starting unit, which includes free agent additions at wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith to go alongside Jordan Matthews. They return their entire starting offensive line with stalwarts Jason Peters, Jason Kelsey, and Lane Johnson. What are the expectations for Blount with the Eagles, Josina?
Well, I just had a chance to talk to Blount a few hours ago, actually, and the first thing he said, he's just really excited. He actually likes Philadelphia, had a relationship with Alshon Jeffrey already because, as you know, the Bears and the New England Patriots had joint practices in camp, and he said he's willing to do whatever the coaches ask him to do, whether that includes running or even kick returning, something he did with the Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. He just wants to make it work. Obviously, this is a team that opened their arms to him, especially with what he experienced with the Patriots, somewhat trying to box him in with that UFA tender. So he's looking forward to it. And the other thing that he said is that, look, I continue to play with the chip on my shoulder from, you know, having been undrafted and looking at the, you know, the talent that came before me, just expressing full confidence in himself coming off that 18 touchdown season last season.
Well, it's interesting because Philly beat out a division rival to secure Blount services, Dan.
Yeah, the New York Giants had some level of interest in LeGarrette Blount throughout the offseason, and they still kind of need that power back in their run game. They drafted Wayne Gallman from Clemson in the 4th round, but they don't know if he's going to be ready to do that yet as a rookie. They have Paul Perkins from last year. They think he can be a first and second down guy, but they were interested in getting a bigger back. So you got to watch the Giants in terms of whether they continue to pursue options like that as they become available. They want to change the way they run the ball in New York. They like Perkins as a feature back, but they have a couple undrafted guys, a fullback they picked up late in the undrafted season, a tight end they hope can help with the blocking. They had 2 fullbacks on the roster at the beginning of last year. They both got hurt, and it affected the way they could run the ball.
Well, the Giants only had one 100-yard rusher last season, and it was, as you mentioned, Paul Perkins. That was in Week 17. Coming up, if the Eagles are one of the more improved offenses in